Hey guys, Adam Winch here, Defenders USA. Hey, so we're going to show you a different drill here today. Mike's here with me. You're going to get to see him shoot. So I'm going to try to keep up with him. Anyways, this is going to be on a BAER Solutions target. So when you say BAER, think B-A-E-R, Solutions target. And the reason why we're using this is I know nothing about those guys. They have a YouTube channel. I've watched it a bit, but I recently bought a new battle belt and I liked theirs. So I bought their battle belt system. I think it's a pretty cool system and I put a bunch of new stuff to it. And so while I was there, I found out, hey, they did do this drill and I'm going to give it a try. So you'll see the target up here. What happens is from 5 yards, we're going to be drawing on a randomized shot clock and you're going to be firing 5 rounds at one side of the target, then 5 rounds at another side of the target. At that point, you got to do an emergency reload because you only have 10 rounds in the gun. And then you got to fire 3 rounds at the center of the target. They've got a circle up here. And the circle looks like it's about a 2-inch circle or so. So if you see this, right? So on the beep, draw and fire 5 at one and 5 at the other. So kind of like a smaller A zone. Then a reload and then 3 anywhere touching the circle. And from what I understand, line breaks count. So we're going to give this a try. My gun is currently set up with 10 rounds in it. I'm sure Mike is set up the same way. And let me grab my shot clock. We're gonna give this a try. By the way, you gotta do this cold apparently. So we're completely cold. Neither one of us has shot today. So we'll see. Maybe Mike will go first. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna be using a Shooter's Global shot clock. It's set to go off once I hit the go button. It's set to go off anywhere randomized wise on 1 to 4 seconds. So it's not like we can game this. So once it goes off, draw, fire 5 rounds, transition to the other one, 5 rounds, then do a reload, and of course 3 rounds at the other one. Now, according to BAER Solutions, a passing score is 9 seconds, right? That means you have to have all hits. So all hits, 10 rounds plus a reload and 3 more in 9 seconds or less, that's considered a pass. There's no other standards. They don't have like high levels, low levels. It's just, that's what it is. So Mike, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Let's do it.
All right, so Mike's going to go first. If you guys have seen our Defenders live, you've seen Mike on there before here. So we're going to put him up first. Going hot, 5 yards. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Stand by. Okay, you're down 1. That was an 8.64, 8.64. So his first shot after the reload, 8.64. His first shot after the reload went off the target itself, went up high, but that was a pretty respectable time, right? So 8.64. Okay, so that was his very first shot right there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put down on this one. We're going to put first. His first go was 8.64. And we're going to put a -1. So technically that's a DQ because he didn't make all the hits. But that was some pretty good shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough.
Transition caught me up. I was in the pass because I spent too much time on my transition. So therefore, when I went to do my fine shot, the first shot went south because I was not in present.
Gotcha. You were
and
still.
then I collected a present and then finished my last.
Finish up. All right. So notice what he's talking about, right? Being focused in the present, right? Being present in the moment, present in the process versus being past focused or future focused, right? Or outcome focused, or really your history focused. So let's see if I can do. Let me see if I can do that. I'll at least try to keep up with him on time. All right. So 5 yards. 5 yards is right here. Let me take a look at my gun. Okay, I got 9 plus 1. Yep, 9 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reload. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go, girls and boys. 5 seconds. Or 5 seconds. 5 with plus 3. Here we go. On the beat. Oh! Okay, they're all hits. 2 of them are barely hits. That was an 8.72, 8.72. And my understanding, line breaks count, so everything should be on the line. Let's go take a look. Oh, that's a miss. I thought my last shot was a hit, and it wasn't. So that was an 8.72 -1. So, all right, so down 1. So I'm going to put first. Okay, so 8.72, and I'm a -1. I'll tell you what, for me, that actually felt really slow, but it is what it is. So down one right here, and I'm gonna set up, and I'm gonna do this one again.
You were slow on your draw.
Very slow.
Very slow on your draw.
I fumbled it. I fumbled the draw, and I should have taken an alibi, but I didn't. So, all right, we're gonna set this up and do it again. Do you wanna go first?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna get another angle on this, all right? Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Stand by. Solid, clean run, solid, clean run, 8.12. Okay, so he got them all, and that was an 8.12, 8.12. Let's go take a look. So his last 5 shots, he stacked. Look at this. He just stacked all 5 of his last shots right there. So this is his first set. There was second set. Notice there was almost no interruption. He had a very clean transition on there, but then he throttled down enough to control everything there. And that was a 8.12. So first would be an 8.12 clean run. That was awesome.
The thought process was make sure my transition is right, because I made the mistake here.
Yeah.
That was my first failure point.
Yep.
I'm gonna fix my failure point on this one, so that's what I'm mentally focused on. 1, 2, 3, 4. On my 5th shot, I knew I was gonna allow the recoil to transition me. So 5th recoil, boom, 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 boom here. These are so tight because I stopped thinking.
Yeah.
I stopped planning.
Yeah.
My planning was all here. Stop planning, and then here I knew, slow down, make your hits. Make sure you get your hits. That's where my mindset was on these 3.
Throttle control.
That was the process.
All right, let's go see if I can keep up with you. Here we go, on the beep. I'm gonna alibi that one, had a bad grip on it, so I'm gonna go again. Okay, so that one was completely clean. That was a 7.90, if you can see that, 7.90. I felt like a pretty good run, and I actually didn't feel like I was going fast. I actually felt like I was going a little bit slow. Okay, so I did it on the same target as I did before. Okay, so all five, see the transition was pretty clean. When we talk about the transition, like Mike was talking about, it wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause for a long time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all we did on the 5th one is we rode the recoil over and you just moved when you needed to, so it sounded like 10 shots all at the same pace, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 without a pause in between, because that's a waste of time, and then throttled it down, and all 3 of my rounds are right here in the dead center. And that was a 7, so I'm going to say the second time on this one was a 7.90, and that was a clean run. So far my fastest has been somewhere clean, has been somewhere of high 5s and low 6s. I don't remember what it was, but that's been my fastest. I've only been doing this for probably the last 2 or 3 weeks. So let's try it again, just for fun. Are you ready? Ready. Stand by. All solid, clean shots, 8.03, 8.03. So that was as clean as it gets right there. 8.03, let's take a look at it. He shot at the same target as he did last time. So all 5 of his shots, all 5 of his shots are right here. All 5 of his shots, in fact, he spread them out a little bit because he picked up the pace. And then the last 3 shots are all right here. So they're almost on top of each other.
Right, what I saw after I did a reload, I came up, I realized on my index, oh no, I don't see my dot in my periphery. So I I changed my grip slightly, dot dropped in, placed it where I needed to, and then followed the dash 3. I waited until I knew I had these before I sent these.
So this is important, right? Visual patience, right? He had the patience with his dot that he needed to have, right? You wait for the shot you've got, and the more your skills are, or the better your skills are, the better your technical skills are, the sooner it's going to be there, right? Shooting fast is not about shooting fast. Shooting fast is about seeing it sooner. So you want to build all your structure, your grip, your everything, right? And when I say structure, meaning you have a really good grip on there, but you have the right pressure in the right places. So it's not just grip is the king to everything. It's the right pressure in the right places in the right grip. And if you got that good structure on the gun, your dot will come back sooner. And in this case, visual patience, he waited for it. And guess what? That was a very clean run, and it was his fastest run yet because you took the time to wait for it. And I find when I wait for stuff, oftentimes, though it feels slow to me, I'm actually faster because I'm more patient with it. It's just somehow works out that way.
I changed my grip pressure to get my dot where I needed it to be. I didn't search for it.
Yeah.
I changed my grip pressure. If you notice, the gun moved slightly because my grip pressures were changing. So I got the right grip pressure. It dropped right where I needed it to be.
Huh.
And then set down.
Okay, let me try mine. All right, here we go. On the beat. I guess just got done filming a bunch of stuff on the CC9 small gun. I think I spent so much time on that. This is feeling weird to me. All right, here we go again. I missed one. Okay, boys and girls, I got too fast for it. I waited too long with my shot from the very first start, and then I rushed, and I just didn't have, can we say the structure? I didn't have the right structure, the right grip and the right pressure in the right places. So all 5 of these were in. Then I hit 4, but I missed one right there. And then I did the reload and I did fine, did a line break, and then I think this was my last shot, so I missed that. So in that case, that was a 7.84, and that one felt hideously awful. So that was my fastest time technically, 7.84. Honestly, I missed 2 simply because I didn't have the visual patience Mike did. So
you actually, yeah, missed 2. -2. This was the one you missed.
Oh, that's right.
Side.
That's right. -2. Never mind. So -2. Nice when somebody will keep you honest, isn't it? Okay.
I think it's important to say that shooting isn't about getting your hyper accuracy.
No.
It's about putting it together during the shot process.
Yeah.
Can I put it together as I'm shooting? Can I make corrections as I'm shooting? Am I more in the past, more in the future? Am I present? And that's what we're trying to do, is always shift ourselves in the present to say, okay, this is where I need to. If you noticed, you said, oh, missed one. And then you came and shot these, you missed another one, and then almost another one.
I was living in the past.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Because I suck so bad on this one, I don't like it, I'm doing it again.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the exact same target I did before. So it's already got 2 misses marked on there. Let me take a look at my gun. I have 9 rounds. One on the pipe. I have not liked any of my draw strokes yet today. Not one. Spent so much time with the CC9 the last 2 weeks that this big gun now feels almost foreign, and it's showing up here. All right, let's do it again. That was a clean run. Everything is solid in there. I was at 7.81. So not yet my fastest, but a 7.81, and that was clean. I really made sure I waited on the things I needed to wait on. I had one that scared me. This one right here scared me. And then I had this one that scared me. I'd relaxed my pinkies a little bit towards the end of the string of 5 on this one, and I saw these 2 begin to happen. That one scared me. Then, because my pinkies were still slightly loose, as I moved over to here, I think this was my very first shot, my gun was still drifting as I triggered it. So it opened up a little bit, but hey, it's within the confines of target, I'm good with it. And then I really slowed down and I made sure I put all 3 of them right here. I wanted to really wait on those. So clean run, I'm good with it. And that was a 7.81. So second go around. So really, in this case, my fastest time, but again, I'm not cold, right? My fastest time, and we did this from 5 yards. Notice this is here. And they don't say on here that the pass is 9 seconds on the paper itself, but if you go to their website, they've got it. By the way, this target here, the BAER Solutions target, is simply a free PDF. You can go to their website, BAER Solutions, and you'll find it there and just download it and you can print it off. So anyways, the BAER Solutions one, and from Mike and Adam, Defenders USA. See you.